Your cat has been running an experiment on you since the day you brought them home. Not out of cruelty, out of necessity. Because your cat's emotional and neurological survival depends on one question. Is the giant creature sharing my space safe or unpredictable? Most owners never find out they failed. They just notice their cat keeps a certain distance, never fully relaxes, never really comes to them, and they assume that's just how cats are. It isn't. Welcome to Kitty Mind. Every week we go deeper into the world your cat actually lives in. Today, 6 things your cat is silently testing you on, and how to finally pass. Point 1. Stop towering. Every time you walk toward your cat at full height, their brain registers a predator approach. Not because you are one. Because size, in the animal world, has always meant danger, and your cat carries millions of years of wiring that doesn't switch off just because you live together and you've named them something ridiculous. Here's a test you can run today. Walk toward your cat standing upright. Watch their posture. Then crouch down and try again. When you get low, something releases in them. Ears soften, body loosens. Sometimes they actually move toward you because you stopped being a large thing in motion and became something a cat-sized creature could actually approach. Get low when you greet them. Sit on the floor. Let them set the terms. It costs you 30 seconds. To them, it answers a question they ask every single day. Point 2. The belly is a statement, not an offer. Your cat rolls onto their back, full stomach exposed, looking up at you, and you reach down to pet it. And then they grab your hand, like you walked into their house uninvited. Here's what actually happened. The belly roll is one of the highest trust signals a cat can give. Exposing the abdomen in nature means exposing the most vulnerable part of the body. Your cat doing this in front of you is saying, I feel completely safe with you here. What they are not saying is, please touch it. The belly display is a message, not an invitation. The moment you reach for it, you've misread the message so completely that correction is their only option. Receive it instead. Soften your eyes. Acknowledge it. Let the moment be what it is, your cat telling you something true about how they feel. When trust is offered and honored, it deepens. You'll see the belly more, because you finally understood what it meant. Point 3. Your hand is coming in wrong. When you reach toward your cat, what leads? Fingers, extended, descending toward their face. To a cat, that shape looks almost identical to a paw strike. The correct approach: offer a loosely closed hand, knuckles forward, held just below nose level. Then, stop. Wait. Let them come to you. Let them push into your hand. Rub their cheek across your knuckles. Decide for themselves that you're safe. This is the feline version of a handshake, and studies on human-cat interaction have found that cats approached this way engage longer and more willingly than cats who are reached for directly. You're not touching your cat. You're offering yourself to be touched. That distinction is the difference between a cat who tolerates your affection and one who hunts it. Point 4. The bowl is hurting them every single meal. Look at your cat's food bowl. Deep sides? Does your cat ever paw food onto the floor and eat it there instead? That's not a quirk. That's a complaint you've been ignoring. Cat whiskers extend well beyond the width of their face, and they're not decorative. They're precision sensory instruments, live reading pressure and spatial data constantly. When a cat pushes their face into a deep bowl, their whiskers compress against the sides with every single bite. Veterinary researchers call this whisker fatigue, genuine overstimulation of the whisker follicles. The symptoms: eating hesitantly, stopping mid-meal, pawing food out, acting anxious in a spot they used to eat in calmly. The fix is a flat plate or a wide, shallow dish. You thought your cat was being difficult. They were in pain. And it ends with a plate swap. Point 5. How you wake them is writing your reputation. Your cat is sleeping. You touch them without warning because they look peaceful and you want to be part of that. They flinch. Eyes snap open. Sometimes a hiss before they've even registered it's you. You call it grumpy. Here's what actually happened. During deep sleep, a cat's nervous system is at its most unguarded. A sudden touch fires the same alarm as a predator strike because for millions of years, something touching you in your sleep was one. That flinch is an attitude, it's an ancient alarm you keep setting off. Wake your cat with sound first. Say their name softly, approach slowly, and let them register you before you make contact. A cat who wakes gently with you nearby files that experience. You were the presence that waited. And over time, that becomes part of who you are to them. Point 6. You are their weather. This last one isn't something you do to your cat. It's something you bring in without knowing. Cats are extraordinarily attuned to the physiological signals of the humans they live with. Heart rate, breath rhythm, muscle tension, cortisol. Your stress changes your body chemistry in ways your cat's sensory system detects before you consciously register it. Research has found that cats in homes with chronically stressed owners display significantly elevated stress markers themselves, more hiding, disrupted sleep, higher cortisol, even when nothing in their immediate environment changed. Your cat isn't reading your mood, they're absorbing it. The moments you slow down, breathe, sit quietly, those don't just benefit you. They move through the shared space between you and your cat as a signal. The world is okay. You regulate yourself, you regulate them. And a cat living in a calm home doesn't just behave differently, they carry themselves differently in the way they stop bracing for something to go wrong. Your cat has been watching you since day one, learning you, deciding what kind of presence you are in their world. Now you know how to answer. If this video changed how you'll see your cat today, share it with someone who loves theirs and has no idea any of this exists. And subscribe to Kitty Mind. Every week, we go further in.